He's smart with me.
What about you?
Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty.
You in need of protection, friend? What am I saying? Don't be shy. This armor can't keep you alive if it's sitting here with me. City's got...
Look, it's so pretty.
Just dinner than dessert. What if it was...
Don't bother, it's broken.
This one too. This is the third fountain I've tried.
Drink? Let's get one feather or...
City's going to shit.
Let's see what this does. With a flick of the wrist.
What's that?
Con mostruis in lingua mortua.
The corpse regards you lifelessly. The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Murdered! Obviously.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
He was short, dressed in red. Investigating odd records.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. Tempers are rising. Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some... Not everyone subscribes. Tempers are rising.
Place up proper before they left.
5, 6, 7, 8.
No time to waste.
Just keep your hands to your...
You know what it is, don't you? Criminals.
Opportunities. A lot of them. And not a thought for their name.
What's cooking?
Just sounds like you know.
No one stopped me yet. Moving ahead.
City's going to shit.
This is a ritual killing,
Hotfoot,
and
place
the
is trapped.
murderer wanted it found. A foot smeared with paint, among other things. This must belong to Dribbles. Bet I can crack that open. place is trapped. Looks empty. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Yes, but you do go down in history of your citizen's style first.
What's in here?
It's much safer this side of the city walls.
Should have at least locked the place up properly before they left.
Yes, but you do go down in history of your citizen's style first.
You moron! We could be fired for this.
Plenty of knowledge to be found in these books and scrolls, friend. That will stand to you long after the spent gold is forgotten. My stall's no ca-
trader has no interest in selling that particular item.
We have to go back to the counting house. What were you thinking?
Don't be a dry shite. No wonder.
Welcome to the Prussian Merman. We've got rules, and they will be followed.
My friend dared me to come here alone for a couple of mugs of ale. So here I am. Ha! Come on then, mate. Who would want me dead? Oh, shit. You're serious. I can see it in your eyes. I've got to... Shit! I've got a tab to settle. Shit!
That's curious.
The mermaid. Picture matched only in disappointment by its threadbare research. Oh, you are funny.
Just the sort he'll deal with.
Stories get here. The printing rock has never been so.
The breeze must be blowing in loud today, bringing in the stench of the foundry.
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord, but together we shall transcend. A challenger. My lord tests me. This piteous hovel will be your grave, challenger.
Can't risk being an open.
Nowhere to
run a business. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Final breath. I lost kill before becoming. Another witness to my sacrament. How fortunate.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
I mean, yes.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
All right, time to skulk about. Have to keep going.
On the victor's path. Do you think we can swim into the upper sea?
Maybe. I don't know how closely they watch it.
No way to run a business, I say.
There's probably
Can't even browse.
flash like us out.
And I'm not this.
On the move.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Light on my feet.
No holding back. Coming through.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Sicarius. Guess we know what to say to this tombstone purveyor.
Today will be your grave, brigand!
Time to press ahead. I don't need any attention right now.
The blade will not bend.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while
Hey, you!
This is gonna feel good. Incoming.
Feel what exactly?
no way to run a business.
I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you were there. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back. A rising star, you say? Then there's more of these nutters running around. I thought as much. Devella Fountainhead, Constable of the Flaming Fist. I've been investigating the recent spate of murders across the city. I was on my way to the upper city when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see if I could help. It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession. Now, if you don't mind, I need to draft a report to my superiors before I forget it all. But don't worry, I'll be sure to put in a good word for you. All right. Fine. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Baal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. You've seen those gruesome dioramas that have been springing up, right? Corpses posed like unholy paintings, blood everywhere. There's no way in the hells that those scenes and these murders aren't connected. And I think I know what the connection is. He ruled the Iron Throne. A dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms dealing network. There, he amassed an army, seeking to become a god himself. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived, and with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed, and to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. The Baal cult is back, and someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. Don't you think I've tried? They won't listen. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. Try to convince my superiors to put some resources into this matter. After what's happened here, they might finally take this seriously. Might. You really are a godsend. Meet me at Basilisk Gate if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
If not over, then through.
That's the most
Corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer. Keep your hands to yourself.
You know, I heard it was a Baalist that tried to kill Master Figueroa.
Didn't like the roughs on the new facemaker fashion line? Who can say?
Oh, this neighborhood isn't what it used to be.
What is, dear? What is?
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did. Can you believe what that monster was doing? Jests aside, thank you. The best you'll find in Baldur's Gate. Certainly better than any Drek you'll pick. Very good, sir. Now remember... Welcome back, friend. The fine facilities of Figaro Facemaker are yours to peruse. Very good, sir. Now remember... Welcome back, friend. The fine facilities of Figaro... A certain ineffable quality. Very good, sir. Now remember...
I don't know.
Magic, innit? I'm just saying, maybe there's a reason for that.
Great.
Will be dealt with swiftly and harshly.
Come to have a go. Give it your best shot.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot, the smell of death.
Gold first. Then you can hit me. Charge too much, people hit you harder. Then they take the gold back. Besides, I've taken enough punches for free. At least this way, I get paid something. So, you having a go or not? Then move. Let someone else have a go. Changed your mind? Offer's still there? Go on. Have a swing. See this? Back for more? I don't mind. So long as you're paying.
Godlings have failed to staunch.
And how do you propose we do that?
We grasp the neck. We embrace
I look like I was born in a bathtub. If you can't afford it, stop wasting my time.
The door with the red script remains locked. It may open only to a password. Flaming fists this way.
Present me well from gifts thine own, or I shall rend thy flesh from bone. A grasping hand, an offering vile. Enter now the Dread Lord's trial.
No traps, please. Here goes nothing.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
His most ill-trusted zealots.
His faithful departed.
Prodigal servants. Each returns to do his bidding eternally.
This man is known to all Baldurians, and his presence sparks dread in the pit of your stomach. Before you is Saravok Arnchev, a Baalist who almost brought Baldur's Gate to ruin a century ago.
This is the court of the Dread Lord's Tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. In times past, I was Baal's Deathbringer, his acolyte. But no more. My lord has a new favorite now. My granddaughter, Arin. The youngest unholy assassin ever to follow in Baal's bloody trail. And his chosen. She worships at the heart of Baal's domain, the temple of our Lord. Baal has never had a more gifted prodigy. Arin's gifts surpassed even her mother's. Her mother knew this, and she could not bear it. When Arin was but 7 years old, she tried to smother the child. as an offering to our Lord. I heard the screams. I ran to help. I feared for the child's life. But the cries were not Orin's. It was her mother's blood that soaked the sheets. Orin had cut off the very hand that tried to end her and made a plaything of it. And as she toyed with her dead mother's hand, a deep quiver rose up through her throat. The Lord of Murder speaking through the child. Lay not a finger on this child, he said, nor let any other, for this child will serve me with unholy ardor. Protect her in my name. This was Orin's tribunal. She was judged, and she was found exceptional. My lord made his choice. I abided by his words. And so it is that Orin now leads his temple and draws aspirants to his creed. But Orin is not the subject of our judgment here today. You wish to become an unholy assassin of Baal. So, approach and be.
None can escape me.
Heading out.
Waiting with bated breath.
The blade will not bend.
What's the story?
Coming through.
Need to stay focused.
belongs to Baal.
Making my move.
Let's finish this.
I've got a long road ahead. Breathe deep and move. One day I'll catch a break. Just out of view.
Making my move.
My faith will protect me. On the move.
Out of sight, out of mind. What path lies before me?
In death, you will please.
I'm ready. Strike hard, strike fast.
Have to keep going. Can't risk being in open view.
Need to stay focused. Heading there.
Don't want to draw any attention. Wonder if the gods are watching me. press ahead.
Over there. Go on.
Can't give up. Not now.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
What should I do?
That's a friendly-looking shadow. Need to find a way forward.
Please.
Softer than a whisper. What path lies before me?
Sharp as ever.
What's next, I wonder?
Where am I needed?
Gates and blades always sharp.
Blade at the ready.
Let's get on with it.
No time to rest. On my way. Something good here, I hope.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. Fine. What's on your mind?
Let's get going. Don't waste a step.
My dogs are barking. Can we rest?
Better not be cursed.
Oi! Citizen! Get me!
Citizen, thank the gods you're here.
My wrinkles are starting to chafe. As an officer of the law, I demand you free me at once. You! Free me at once!
Get here and free me at once! They're supposed to be locked up.
Thanks for freeing me so quickly. No idea what those Baalist Burks had planned with me, but those chains were starting to chafe. Though I do wish you'd figured this all out before I, put the blame for Father Lorgan's murder on that poor refugee. Well, at least it's over now. After our chat at Charet's Caress, I thought it best to polish off the bottle I'd started. I started coming over all woozy. My joints stiffened up quicker than a brothel browser's loins. paralyzed. My vision went black. When I woke up, I was in chains. Overall, a terrible ordeal. One deserving of a drink. I bid you good day, but it's been royally shite all round. You might not be finished. I am. It's plain to see that I'm well out of my depth here. But you gave these reprobates a proper seeing to. You clearly have what I don't. Courage, insight, heroism. The city needs you. I overheard these pigs talking. There's a Baal temple deep within the old Undercity that the cult is using. A century ago, it was destroyed by a group of heroic sorts. Let's hope history repeats itself, eh?
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. Fine. What's on your mind?
Let's talk. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Nonsense. Stelmane was no less worthy of life or success because she was disabled. Her death is no blessing. It is a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
What's on your mind?
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Keeping very well, I hope? I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... and this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. He told me we'd be together now. Said Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter there, prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors that plagued my home. He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became... That wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
Holy hells.
Fina, Cirrus, arbiters for the hells, exemplars of justice.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch!
Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Hey, soldier.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Impossible. My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes? Just because he's not my pet doesn't mean he's not useful. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise, and you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all. The 9 hells of Beator. each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand. I'm afraid that's not an option. I'm quite stubborn, you see. Take a swing or a stab if you want, but I'll just slip away for a breather. One of the perks of being a half-devil, of course. Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazura's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. We obtain the final 2 Netherstones and take back our minds. And the city from the brain. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. Go on then.
Will sacrificed his own father. I hope freedom from the Pact is worth it to him.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brainquakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An Elder Brain enslaved is one thing. An Elder Brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. I apologize. I didn't mean to burden you with my woes. You have enough to worry about.
As your eyes blink shut, you fall into the deepest slumber of your life. A quietness so vast it feels almost like death.